everyone, so happy Mother's Day to those in the UK. I know those in the US don't celebrate Mother's Day till May, but happy Mother's Day to all of you. I hope you had a good Sunday, a good day with family and friends. Today's video is going to be on an update of my hair, obviously as the title says. First of all, I have literally played around with the settings on my camera, so I'm really sorry if I still look yellow or orange or red or whatever. I've tried to play around with the white balance and try to get it looking okay, but also once it processes it also changes, the quality changes as well, so this isn't probably what it looks like when I'm editing it than what you're seeing now, so yeah, excuse the way it looks if it looks really off. So I just thought I'd just do an update on, Peruvian hair that I've had in since January, since I haven't really done anything, I haven't really mentioned or said anything about it, and the fact that I've now dyed my hair back to black. So if you just see me for the first time in the past day or two, I have dyed my hair back to black because I was tired of the red hair and I wanted to wear a lot of, different makeup looks and clothes and accessories, and it was kind of limiting the versatility of my looks and my outfits and stuff, so I had to get back to black. I dyed my hair myself. I did it on my head. I didn't take out the extensions. I left it on and dyed it on. Yeah, directly on my head. I was really careful about it. Someone asked me how I did it without actually affecting the parting. I was just very, very careful. I used my hands and, just try to make sure I basically dabbed the dye close to the parting to make sure it didn't get to the part, and that's pretty much all I can say about that. The dye that I'd used, I've thrown it away. I'm so sorry, I've thrown it away already and it's already been taken out. But it's just a basic jet black dye. If I remember the name or if I can find the box, I would probably write it down below. But it's just a regular dye. I got this from Body Care. We have that in the UK, you won't have it in the US, but it's just a regular jet black dye. It is really jet black, like really black. So that's what I did. I wanted it totally jet black because I used to use the Dark and Lovely one, and it seemed to give me like a 1B, even though it said it was meant to be a jet black. So I wanted to get a really, really like black hair dye. First of all, talk about the lace closure. I am wearing a lace closure, as you can see. This is a close-up of the lace closure. A lot of people wanted me to show them a close-up of it. As you can see, it is not a totally straight line, because what I did, the trick that I do to make it not look so straight, like a straight cut, is take a black eyeliner pencil or black pencil and just basically dot it in different areas of the line, just so it sort of breaks that line, because when you part your natural hair, it isn't a fully straight line, if that makes sense. So that's what I did to make it look like that. So that's basically what it looks like close up. At the front it might look a bit funny because there were some like a bit of glue issues there, but what I do, I just basically put some concealer over it just to sort of mask the look of it, because it might look a bit grey. But that's what it looks like close up. The information about the lace closure is down below. Everything that everything about it. It's not a silk top closure, it's a basic closure. I bleached the knots as well. I made a video about when I did install the hair the first time, and I answered some questions on that, so I'll put the link down below for that as well. And yeah, so it hasn't got a silk top. The knots were bleached as well, so you can part it wherever you want, but I tend to just leave it like this. And I have actually, to make it less, like, to stop it from moving too much, like, after, sometimes when the glue becomes really loose it can shift, I've actually sewn like on 2 bits of the lace onto my actual like braid, so it doesn't actually move. Like, it has no space to move backwards or shift back, if that makes sense. So I'm not going to like part it, so I don't want to ruin it. But I've had it a side part this whole time. I have glue and tape that I use to secure it to my head. It is not glued onto my hairline. It's like ½ an inch forward from my hairline, so it's sitting on my actual head, not the hairline, if that makes sense. That's why it looks natural, because once it's flat on your head, the line, the parting basically just runs through and just goes through to your actual, you know, head. So the colour looks like a really like great transition from the scalp to the head, if that makes sense. So when you're fitting the lace closure, it has to be like really flat against your head, and that's the only way it would look natural. And you can obviously put it to the back like that, and you know, it would still look okay. I wasn't going to do that, but now I've ruined my hair. So yeah, there's no video on this, I'm afraid, and I can't film it. I can't film my hair being installed because my hairdresser wants to keep her technique to herself, which is understandable for people who, you know, it's her business, it's what she does. She doesn't want to have to give away what she, because obviously a lot of people come to her and I refer to her, so she wants to like obviously keep that between her and her clients and stuff. So, but I am happy to give her number to you guys if you're wondering what it is. She lives in Manchester, I am from Manchester, so I can only give it to you if you're going to go to Manchester or are from Manchester. I don't know anyone in London who I can recommend, I'm afraid. I don't have any London hairdressers either, so that's that. The glue that I use when I had to refit it, I've had to refit it like twice, like in the sense that I had to lift it up and just clean it and then, you know, to attach it back down about 2 or 3 times since I've had it in for like 6-7 weeks, which isn't too bad. This area is fine. Basically the closure goes all the way to there and all the way to like there, but on this side it's glued. So the glue has been fine on the top, but on this side it sort of tends to lift in, you know, areas as well. So sometimes I'd get frustrated, I would just lift the whole thing and just refit it instead of just, you know, dotting it in the different areas I need to. So that's what happens. So I've had to do that like every week, like once every week or something. Sometimes I just don't bother because obviously my hair's always down, so I'd always cover it, but it kind of annoys me. I get frustrated just in case something happens and I have to like lift up my hair, and I want to know that it's actually secured down, so I try to, you know, try to glue it back down. In terms of how long it lasts, it really depends on like how good the glue is and how good the tape is and how much you put. So this is the glue that I use to reapply. It is the Ultra Hold glue, which looks like this. And this is a really secure glue. Whitney Marie actually sells this on her website as well, if you're wondering. I got mine from Pat Cosmetics. They have an online website, so I got mine from there. But Whitney actually sells this as well. So if you wanted to get this, is $12.99 for 1.4 fluid ounces. So this is what I use. It's really secure. It gets very sticky, it gets really messy as well. And I'm not even going to open it because it's just difficult. And that's what I use to apply it. To remove it, I use this random liquid gold lace front and wigs adhesive dissolver. It looks like that. And I don't really like this because it's really oily. They have the one made by Salon Pro. That one's a lot better because it's not so oily and it gets everywhere. So if you happen to get it on your actual hair, I feel like my hair would obviously get really greasy, so I have to wash it all off. It's just like, it's really long, so I have to be really careful. So what I do first, I'd you know, use that to take off the glue and then put some rubbing alcohol onto my head so that it sort of dries it out, make sure the skin dries so it won't be too really sticky, and then I can apply the glue. Because if the hair surface is still sort of sticky, it wouldn't stick down, the glue wouldn't stick down, you know, the glue from the last time. So make sure that it's really dry, and then I can put, you know, new glue on top of that. I can't really say how long it lasts for in terms of how long it stays down because it's different for everybody. Some people don't produce so much oil because obviously natural oils and like sweating and stuff can cause it to lift from your head. So some people don't have that problem like excessively, so I can't really give a specific time frame for how long it will last, like the glue would last in your head. But it's just someone suggested 6 weeks, but for me that hasn't been the case because my hair has been in for 6-7 weeks and I've had to apply it like 3-4 times. If you happen to put your hair in ponytails a lot or having to pull at your hair a lot as well, that could weaken the glue, you know, from your head and stuff like that. So I really couldn't say. It's just it varies for everyone. I definitely prefer closures to frontal just because it's less maintenance, even though it's still a lot of maintenance, but the glue isn't running all the way around, you know, your head. A frontal would fit all the way around your head from ear to ear, but this only just meant to fit around like your closure. But obviously I made mine a lot bigger. I asked for a bigger size, so it was customized, but this measurements are available as well as the original measurement as well on her website. This was a 5x5 lace closure. Okay, so for the wefts I used 4 24s and 2 26s, but I cut the 26 into a 24 just so that it would, you know, be the same length. So if I just to put it to the back to show you how long it is, that's how long it is. Obviously it's been curled. So if I was just to stretch it, it, you know, goes all the way down to my bum, and it's been bleached and dyed twice and it still looks really good. It still looks amazing. There's no tangling involved with this hair. It does not tangle. I can run my hands through it, even at the back as well, and there's no problem. There's still shedding, obviously. All the hair that I've tried, all the different hairs that I've tried do shed, so this is not a new thing. It does shed as well, but not excessively. It's still bearable. It's like little minimal shedding. When I dyed it, it did shed quite a bit. As in when I dyed it black, when I was washing it, there were quite a bit of hair to come out. I don't know why that was, but maybe just because when I was, you know, putting it into the hair, I wasn't brushing it through each time. I was just applying it all the way on my hair and stuff, so that's probably why I might have gotten a bit more like tangled up and stuff. But no tangling, minimal shedding. How do I sleep with my hair? Honestly, I don't sleep with my hair in any special way. I literally sometimes am so lazy because I go to bed so late at night, I just go to bed like this, like that. And you know, unless the only time I put something on my hair is when I've reapplied the glue to my closure and I put like a headscarf and just wrap it just like a normal headscarf and just make sure it's like really tight on this area so it flattens onto my head and it just makes it a lot more secure. That's all I do. But normally I'd either just put it into like a low ponytail or twist it into a low bun, or just sleep with nothing like this, like just no headscarf or head wrap or anything. I get a lot of questions about receiving closures late as well. It does say on the website that the closures do take 14 to 20 days, I think, for it to get delivered, because she hasn't got them in stock. Sometimes she does, but sometimes she has to get them made, customized for you, so it would take 14 to 20 days. So I do get some emails about how they haven't received their hair yet, but obviously it does say on the website that it's going to take that long. So please read everything on the page of the website when you're having a look at it. I think she's trying to revamp it as well, so to make sure that it's a lot easier to go to the different hair types and to see everything on the page. But that's pretty much the main emails I get, that they haven't received their orders. She does ship internationally as well, so there's always some sort of waiting time for that as well, depending on where you live. So when I wash my hair, I use the Herbal Essences Hello Hydration shampoo, which looks like this. Just the blue bottle. This is the blue one, and it's just, I really like this one. It smells so gorgeous. And for the conditioner, I use the John Frieda Luxurious Volume Thickening Conditioner, which looks like this. And this is supposed to add volume and a glossy shine to your hair. But Peruvian hair already has, like, I would say it's like a medium luster, because it has like a bit of a glossy effect to it, and I would probably place it in between Brazilian and Malaysian hair. Brazilian's very coarse and it's like a low, like medium to low luster. Luster means how like shiny it is, like it's not shiny. So it has a low luster, which means it's got a low shine. And Malaysian hair has like, is also quite on the silky side as well. with a, you know, and I think it's got like a medium luster to it as well. So I would probably place this in between those two hair textures. And when I'm styling my hair, I only either use the John Frieda Frizz Ease Perfecting Cream, or, and this is meant to be like for taming frizz and soothing dry ends. So I just, after say I've, you know, put my hair in bendy rollers, sometimes it comes out really frizzy at the ends, I just apply this to the ends, or just sort of run it through my hair, and that's it. Or I just go back to my Argan Moroccan oil, Argan Moroccan oil from Hollywood Beauty, and I got this from Pat Cosmetics, and that was sent to me by John Frieda, but you can get that from Superdrug. So that's all I do. I don't put anything else on my hair. I don't like to have my hair with loads. I don't like my hair looking glossy and shiny. I kind of like the medium to low luster look sometimes on my hair, so I don't put too much things in my hair. So that's pretty much it really. If you're not used to, you know, obsessing with your hair and taking care of your hair like the way I do, or the way most people do, then you probably shouldn't go for a frontal or closure. But it's the easiest way in terms of your hair. Your natural hair is all underneath, all braided underneath, so it is growing. The reason why I switched to frontals and closures is because I wanted my leave outs to grow a bit more, because they were damaged from all the straightening and stuff, heat damage. So that's why I opted for a closure and frontal. So I think I might just stick to closures for now, and because I don't think I have perfected a natural looking frontal, so I'm going to stick to closures because I think it looks a lot natural compared to my last hair install. So that's pretty much it. I really hope I haven't rambled too much, but I will put everything down below as well, just in case you didn't quite catch anything. So before I go, I got some questions already earlier today. My blazer is from Forever 21. I'm not sure if you remember, I did a haul just towards the end of last year from yeah, Forever 21, and I said I didn't like it because it was too wide, but I kept it anyway. It was too big on me. So what I've done, I've just basically, I'll just show you. I just basically cinched it in the waist with a elastic belt to make it a lot more fitted, and I'm wearing like these flared trousers from Primark I got last year as well. My lips is Russian Red by MAC. My necklace is Primark. And if you're wondering, my bracelets are for accessorized, and my ring is from a random, like my ring. My watch is from a random watch store, and my earrings as well are from a market stall in Manchester. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys!